So I've talked to quite a few people who have a practice of putting a bubble around them or creating some kind of protection or putting up a guard, this kind of thing. And when this is a regular sort of focus to do those things, it's not going to help you, because what will happen is if you continue to, every time you feel uncomfortable in your environment or around certain people, if all you do is put a bubble around you or imagine something or visualize something or kind of hold your crystal and that kind of thing, it will keep you stuck. And with time, your world, you might not even realize this, but your world will start to get smaller and smaller because your focus is, how do I protect myself from this, whatever that is? And often what people don't realize is that what you're protecting yourself from is inside of you. It's your reaction to that environment or to that person. So a much better way to go about it, in my opinion, is to look at what is coming up inside of you. What does it trigger in you? And sometimes people struggle to accept other people or circumstances, but often it's yourself that you're not accepting in your reaction to those situations. And so looking at what's coming up in you is going to help you transform whatever is behind the need to protect yourself, so that instead of constantly looking at more ways to protect yourself, you're going to not need that protection as much. That's the idea, that there's more situations and things that you can deal with, and you have the ability to navigate them and connect to your own intuition rather than coming from fear. So if you're constantly putting a guard up, instead look at why you're doing that. What are you afraid of? What is happening? And another thing that people can have an idea about is, if someone is like really toxic or negative, they're not doing their inner work, you're doing your inner work, you're becoming more conscious and aware, but this person who's very negative or toxic or unconscious has nothing to teach me because they're not doing inner work. That is not true. Any dynamics and situations that are challenging for us have something to teach us, that we can learn from, whether the person involved is doing their inner work or not. So how I go about these things is I trust what life brings me. And I look at, okay, what do I need to learn from this? What do I need to see about this situation? Sometimes the person that is maybe triggering negativity inside of me, or fear or something like that, they're reflecting to me a behavior or a pattern inside of me that I've been judging. So I react to that and that. But not always. I've also seen where I'm avoiding certain situations because I feel uncomfortable, because I didn't realize that I was shrinking from maybe certain people. I didn't necessarily agree or resonate with their way of doing things or the things they were saying, so I shrunk back. And what I needed to see was that actually I'm uncomfortable because I'm shrinking out of fear, not because of anything they're doing. So then when I worked with the fear or whatever was coming up and transformed that, then I found that I could speak up, and I felt better because I wasn't withdrawing and running away from those things. I was able to speak up and share what I know, and how people reacted were not maybe what I assumed. Oh, they didn't get angry, or I didn't get attacked. Maybe they even appreciated it. So, yeah, look at what life is bringing you and be brave and face yourself.